Hi, and welcome back to Team Diamond and Eco Talks. Have you ever wondered if that £5 t-shirt hides a bigger cost? Well, today we are aiming to raise awareness of the fast fashion industry, which is responsible for 10% of global carbon emissions. That's right, 10%. Our focus is on Primark. Is it making real strides towards sustainability or just stitching over the cracks? Let's talk about facts, feelings, and the future. Now, to start off, is it Primark or Primark? Chris?
Oh, I'll go Primark.
Graham?
Primark.
No one ever agrees. And on our panel today, we have Chris Allen, covering environmental and social impacts, and Graham McLean, the future impact. Now, Primark's leadership style is known to be transactional, with soaring profits showing the appeal of cheap fashion. Primark's leadership model prioritizes operational efficiency over visionary change. Great for the profit margins, but can it drive a sustainability revolution? That's to be seen. Critics argue that sustainability and fashion don't mix. The overproduction and overconsumption are baked into the business model. Now, Chris, let's start with the environmental side. You imagine buying a Primark Cares hoodie, thinking it's eco-friendly, then finding out it's made from virgin polyester and shipped from halfway across the world. Would you be happy?
Oh, I don't know. Let's say, well, exactly, Lynn. Primark is famous for affordability, but that comes with a big footprint. To be fair, they've made some progress. For example, Primark pledged to have its carbon footprint by 2030 across its entire value chain, referenced with ABF 2025. They've cut emissions by 11.6% compared to last year and 21% in Scope 1 and Scope 2 emissions, referencing again Textile Insights 2024. They've also trained over 309,000 farmers through the Primark Cotton Project to reduce pesticide use and water consumption, which can be referenced again from the Primark Sustainability Report 2024. Plus, they're rolling out repair workshops and durability frameworks to make clothes last longer. Sounds good, right? But here's the catch. Primark still produces massive volumes of clothing. Even if a t-shirt is organic cotton, if it's worn twice and tossed, the environmental cost is huge. Critics call this greenwashing because fast fashion's business model thrives on overproduction, Ethical Consumer 2025, and shipping garments globally adds to carbon emissions. So yes, progress, but is it enough? That's debatable.
Yeah, it certainly is, and very good points. And also, what about the human cost? Primark, do they use the UK as their base? That £5 t-shirt, what's the story behind it?
Right, we'll start off with some good news first. Primark runs training programs for workers, aims for a living wage by 2030, and is part of ACT, Action, Collaboration, Transformation, pushing industry-wide improvements referenced in Primark Cares 2024. They've done over 2,400 social audits and claim to enforce the Supplier Code of Conduct against child and forced labour, ABF Responsibility Report 2024. Workers are educated about their rights, annual leave, social security, and pay transparency. But reality, reports show garment workers in Myanmar earn less than £2 a day, while Primark posts record profits. Ethical Consumer 2025. Women dominate the workforce, but often lack job security and benefits. Informal employment makes them vulnerable to exploitation. Suppliers accuse Primark of unfair purchasing practices, cancelled orders, delayed payments, destabilising local economies. So says a report by University of Aberdeen in 2023. So yes, Primark makes fashion accessible, but at what cost? Global inequality persists. The benefits of cheap fashion in wealthier nations are built on the suffering of vulnerable populations. Ethical Consumer LSE Journal. So the £5 t-shirt has a lot of implications.
Yeah, kind of sounds like the bad outweighs the good a bit.
Yeah.
And so thanks for that, Chris. That was a detailed insight into the social impact for Primark, which leads us on to what can we do, what can be done to influence change moving forward. Graham, that's your area of expertise. What can be done to improve reputations?
Thanks, Lynn. Can Primark lead change, or in this day and age will regulation force its hand? Pressure is mounting. The EU has approved new rules on textile waste and supply chain transparency, requiring brands to recover recycling costs and disclose full journeys. EU Waste Framework Directive 2005. Primark future depends on where it can scale sustainability without losing its low-cost edge. A tough balancing act. What can listeners do? Shop less, choose better, repair and reuse. They have to demand transparency. Change starts with us, but big brands need to feel pressure. And don't underestimate the ripple effect. Customers need to ask questions. Where was it made? What materials were used? Also, support transparency. Brands that support and publish chain details deserve your attention. Think life cycle. Can you wait 30 times? If not, maybe skip it. Also, another action is share and swap. Clothing swaps and resale platforms keep garments in circulation. Small changes add up. When millions of shoppers demand better, brands have no choice but to listen, and their management teams need to implement change in production and procedures in order to meet these challenges and show that they care about sustainability and customer needs and wants.
That's interesting, and here's hoping Primark can lead the change rather than being forced to do what is right. As awareness grows, fashion faces a reckoning. For Primark, balancing affordability with ethics is a tightrope act. Success depends on turning promises into real change. Failing to do this could erode trust and invite the regulation in. Leading the charge could redefine fast fashion. So what do you think, listeners? Can fast fashion ever be truly sustainable? Now, enough from us. Let's hear from you and our listeners. And we've picked 3 questions that you sent in to us on our social media channel. Question 1. If Primark is making clothes more durable, why not just raise prices and slow production? Chris, why don't you take this one?
Oh, great question, listeners. Primark's entire appeal is affordability. Raising prices risks losing its core customers. Instead, they're trying to keep costs low while improving durability. But critics argue that without reducing production, sustainability goals fall short.
Excellent. Question 2. Are Primark's living wage promises legally binding, or is that just a you can if you want?
Well, short answer is not yet. These are voluntary commitments under initiatives like ACT. Enforcement depends on industry collaboration and consumer pressure. Until laws mandate living wages globally, brands can choose how fast they move.
Which isn't really great because a lot of brands will put their profit over paying their staff a living wage. Question 3. What's the single most impactful thing I can do as a shopper? Graham, why don't you take this one?
Okay, thank you. I love this one, honestly. To promote sustainability, a shopper needs to make conscious changes. Example, opting for reusable or eco-friendly packaging. A great mantra which you can use is buy less, buy better. Every garment you don't buy reduces demand, and things that we can do is repair what you own. And if you shop, choose items designed to last. Customer choice send powerful signals to brands.
Sorry. Canine issues. That was very interesting there. We hope you found this informative, and we would love you to keep those questions coming because we really do love hearing your thoughts. Thank you for listening today, and hopefully we have provided some thought-provoking information for us all to consider when we're next clothes shopping. Continue dropping us messages like we've said, and don't forget, subscribe for more eco-conscious conversations. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Graham, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, listeners,
Thank you.
for joining. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.